Hello, terrorized tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division mod with me, BlueAnkylo. It's Phase 4, it's a mothership, it's civilians, and it's time to go. We have a very nice opening move with no aliens, and also a wall. Also, some bushes in the way, that's normal. Alright. Dangerous area. Lots of barns, snipers, hiding holes. We should try to clear this corner immediately. The fact that there's a wall here could be really nice as well. Let's take a little look with Zep in the air. There's all the enemies. Now those, well, okay, this is good. I'm pretty sure regular elite, and terror elite. He's got the bigger black helmet. So it's going to be a little bit hard to differentiate because they look very similar. I guess these guys are bigger for some reason, but it's going to be the hat, I think. That should be either a new Reaper or the old Reaper Rhino. And that might be another terror guy. Alright. Flying around is very dangerous, so don't fly around. But good scout. And I really like where that wall is. So our job is to not destroy this wall. If they can't shoot through it, it's good for us. Now they can throw grenades over it, so don't forget about the grenades. But if they can't see us, it's a little bit safer. I appreciate the good luck, so what? Don't listen to there's no rules in chat. It's the Wild West. But yeah, 2 big choke points. Assuming we keep this not destroyed. This is a high tier loading zone or landing zone. Like, this is one of the best starting, just in terms of walls. As long as we don't destroy it. Do we go for the capture on turn 1? I don't think so. We're going to want to put some black smoke here and here. Get out of here. Good start. 1 kill. I guess we can chill the music out a little bit now. But that was good. Pulse minigun still solid. Let's see here. I definitely don't want to open this door. Like, okay, I'm thinking like having a couple holes here is fine given the angle, but having some holes here because of these barns is a much more dangerous proposition. He's got a pretty good spot. And I assume he's a terror trooper. We could... It's too far for turn 1. I would like to suppress him. Is this position safe enough for Hades? I could put him here, use the pistol to destroy the grass, and try to kill him over the grass. At least it would probably suppress him. Yeah, okay. %, right? Antimatter. There's so many bad guys. Of course. Okay, whatever weapon he's got. Ah! There's so many of them right around. Okay. We're going from... I started this map thinking this is a rank loading zone, landing zone. -1. We're down to a B here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least within shooting range of our starting deployment. That's less good. Other than, originally I was thinking I should try to kill this guy. Now I'm thinking I should try to suppress these guys. Change of plan. They did not become suppressed. Okay, not ideal. Definitely not ideal. What do we do? What do we do? We gotta get this tank. The tank is gonna need to go this way. This side, what I should do is make sure there's nothing over here. Because this would be a nasty surprise. It's possible there's someone behind that tractor. But if we leave Encarta back here with a shield, he can keep vision over here for a little bit. Social distancing, yeah. The Reapers want to give us a hug too, but we know they're infected. Yeah, pulse suppression didn't work. Civilians are generally harder to suppress than Seisons, and I guess elite ones are really hard to suppress. Even if they're not elite, I don't know, that's just a regular... Okay... How much do I want to commit? It actually wouldn't be that big a deal to open up through this road. The tank can't really get through this way either, unless I destroy the hay barrel. So this is still probably the quickest way out for the tank is this side. I'm thinking of like destroying some of these hay bales. One little pew. These guys are a little bit too close. I just want that. I need these 3 hay bales out of the way to do my maneuvers. Too far away. This is... This guy is just too close. He really needs to die. I know we're pretty badly positioned for grenades. Yeah. Power armor, though. And at least the guy that was really close is dead. And that was probably one of the terror guys. So these are just regular civilian elites. I think killing those 2 is... These 3 is the next priority as much as we can. Unfortunately, the tank's not going to get out. I have to open one more door for him and then get rid of some hay bales. I have to not stand here either. Just run up, shoot a rocket over there. Done. Okay, now the tank can get out. Basically, just sort of figured for this turn, Giral isn't really going to go out and fight. He's just going to open up the path for the tank here. Same with the next guy. There's just... It's going to be way too dangerous to run out there with Alpha Wolf armor. It's going to be bad enough for these guys. I need this tank out right now. That's fine. Kinetic weapons actually make me a little bit happier. Not going to get that shot. We could try... It's low odds. Cat Tankylo. That's why we need to get that tank out there. Because, yeah. Alright, that's one less potential grenade. Alright, see you later, Tim. Don't worry, we'll still be on this mission when we get back. Okay, that was good. That was very good. Now, what's left? We definitely want to put a smoke grenade over here, right? like, there's no other really good options. But that's like the last thing we do. I'm expecting Reapers. I mean, we know there's Reapers. They'll go kill all the civilians pretty quick, and that'll make more Reapers. Alright, see you later, so what? Thanks for stopping by. Good music for my situation here. Well, we got 3 kills. That's a start. 3 down, 57 to go. Start killing farmers. Our shots have to go to killing civilians. It's higher priority to kill enemies that can shoot you. Reapers are bad and all, but things that shoot back are probably worse most of the time. I just need people to split up a little bit. We're too grouped up in here. Yeah, I'm trying to split up. I know about the grenade. This is the biggest grenade bait. But what else can I really do right now? I was hoping we would suppress them. You know, if those 3 had been suppressed, then they probably wouldn't be able to throw a grenade, but as it is, there could be a bunch of stuff right behind here, even. Yeah. They're just everywhere. There's so many of them. It's so bad. Okay, we went from an A rank start to like a B minus. Might be approaching a C depending on what happens next turn. If they just grenade spam us, then we probably lose. You know, if they are smart, they could all stay back here behind the cover and just toss grenades at us, because, you know, that would win. I mean, I have to put a grenade over here. There's really no options. Yeah, it has to happen. It's super good cover. They cannot shoot or throw through it. Throwing through that similarly, we just threw that grenade with 100%. It's much harder to throw through the smoke now. Even though you sort of throw over it, it's still much improved. I don't know if they're going to be cheap enough to throw over 2 walls. That I wouldn't probably be able to do it without cheating, but, you know, aliens are known for their cheating for sure. Apparently this is a longer throw than I was expecting. Even with 150 strength. Still, this is fine. Mostly we're just trying to cover this angle anyway. Yeah, so if they move up to here, shooting at this group, even here is, well, because of the tractor and this, it's going to be pretty hard to get vision. Should be good enough. Well, not a whole lot else we can do on turn 1. We're definitely not going to leave Zep flying around, though. I'll tell you that much. Flying around is a one-way ticket to being killed. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. 15 minutes for 1 turn. Good start. Now, there are a lot of farmers. There was another one inside. Either he started inside invisible, or he just ran all the way up, which is actually likely. Antimatter something. So that's definitely a terror soldier there. Might be the one to capture because he's close by. We could put some pink smoke right in that choke point. Could have done that last turn, maybe. That's a kinetic rifle or sniper rifle, less dangerous. What you don't want to see is the fire weapons. The kinetic weapons are... Yeah, there's a grenade from somewhere we couldn't even see. 0 damage. This is why we leaded with power armor. A little bit of suppression sucks. But no damage is no damage. They don't shred your armor with incendiary damage, and luckily that one didn't hurt. Now it's gonna light everything on fire, which kind of sucks, but I'll take that. So far, so good. So priorities: one guy down there, one guy up here. This is not safe, but he already used his grenade. So Faye can't really help this turn. Needs to just get out of the way. Oh, no. There's a hole up here. Okay, that's not great. Back it on up. That's good or bad, depending on how you look at it. No, that was a good first turn. Will the fire spread to the dropship and blow everything up? You know, I don't think fire on the ground affects items on the ground. I'm pretty sure we've tested this before. It seems like it should. And we can definitely save in a couple turns, because it's going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to take like 5 or 6 turns before it gets into the danger zone. So we've got a little bit of time to get ready. I don't think it will, though. Tile damage, or item damage to things on the ground is kind of weird. A grenade would do it, but the fire spreading shouldn't. In theory. Okay, what kind of guy was this? Was this just a regular... I didn't even see what he was. I'm gonna do this again. One more tile up and we can see for real. Okay. We could kill him and get a little bit more out of cover. This should be easy. Too much, too far away, bad angle, but should be easy kill. I knew these buildings were going to be trouble. I mean, no surprise there. Just trying to space people out a little bit. The first grenade wasn't too bad, but you never know. Next one could be worse. Also, this gets us a little bit more space for moving up our tank. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to try to do any capture here. Let's see if we can hit him twice. 200 damage. I bet you that's a lot of his life. You think it's worth... Because it's a terror guy. The tank could finish him off if we have to. Technically, and this is always the best kind of technical, the Guardian armor actually has better incendiary protection than the old power armor. It's 80... Or no, maybe it's better chemical, but I think it's like 80 incendiary, 85 incendiary. Anyway, they're both pretty good. A rocket would probably capture him immediately. We gotta kill this guy still. Let's deal with this guy for a second. Well, last time, Tim just murdered one, so... Not a murder. But, you know, this is why we have all the antimatter guys around here. Super accurate, even through smoke. Yeah, that's a kill. Alright. I mean, this is great. Honestly, if they want to run up, wasting all their time and get stuck up here, the more that rush up like that, the better. That is like the ideal turn. We leave smoke, they just run up into the smoke, and then we kill them safely. High priority, lower, lower. We could definitely open up a window and just fire a rocket at them. You know... Alright, we're doing it. This might be our best chance at a safe cap. It opens us to some danger. But... yeah, we don't even have to move. Perfect accuracy. And he is down. Okay, the good news is that's a cap for an elite tier 4 civilian. Also, that's a lot of smoke as well. That does reduce accuracy, just not as much as the black smoke. It puts everyone in here at a little bit more danger because that's another vision angle. But the tank, this is the tank's job, right? He's out here. I didn't even really think about this shot, but we're gonna try. 0%, too much smoke. It's fine. The tank will be fine for a while. Is that all I'm doing for this turn? I mean, we got a good kill, and a capture. It's gonna be pretty hard to shoot anything else back there. We could throw some more smoke down. There is a limit on our smoke grenades, though, so at least try to leave these guys for a couple turns. We've got reaction shots now from at least one person. Could use a flamethrower to choke up the entrances a little bit. But they can, I'm sure they can walk through this fire without taking much damage, just like we can nowadays. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that for this turn. It's kind of a, I know I left people with the time units, but... just doing spreading strat a little bit. I don't want to see any grenades flying over. Alright. That guy's running away. Good. We know there's at least 2 guys in there. Reapers are they're just leaving. The lack of Harridan. Yeah, they're going to be on the top floor all over the place. One of the reasons to not open our blockade doors or our dropship doors just gives more potential angles for Harridan shots. Also, not a single Reaper is charged in yet, which is a bit scary. We've only seen the one and he's off killing civilians. Also, please don't crash. Okay, good. Just a long turn. Quick save. You never know when the game's going to be unstable. Alright, another dude came outside. There's that Reaper. There's another dude. Okay. Do we have a pistol shot? Oh, yeah. Do we take 4 shots at 25? Or 4 shots at 56? Or... 3 shots at 72. Depends if you believe in the accuracy. It's 9 more. We can take 2 shots at 25 and 2 shots at 34, I think. 68 plus 50. Yeah. Okay, I like that. The first 2 shots will be snap, probably to break the fence if it hits the fence. Move up to the fence? Nah, the fence is only 13% chance to block. If I move up, I will lose 1 shot. I'd rather take the extra shot. I guess it gives us a little bit more accuracy. The thing is, I don't want to... The cover we're behind is 45% cover, which is pretty okay. The fence, if I stay behind the fence, it's only 13% cover. That's much worse at giving us some survivability. I like the better cover for myself. You think it's... Well, I mean, the game says it's 13. I mean, I don't know. Alright, 13% every time. Now we've got 65% or 83%. And then we can just take our 2 aim shots. Okay, we hit him 3. 1 shot hit the 13%. Supposedly 13%. He's not dead yet, though. Let's see. Sure would be nice if we had some snipers back there, but, you know, no snipers today. This is the super smoke, right? It's like 50% per tile even. There's really no shooting through that. Flamethrowers! Ah, Untitled didn't get a kill for once. I mean, I am expecting stuff back there. I'm expecting a lot of stuff right now. I don't know if it's smarter to move up or stay still yet. Probably not rushing out to our deaths is a good idea for the moment. I wonder if we could at least get a suppression. Even with 0%. Suppressed him. These guys don't seem very susceptible to being suppressed. The smoke, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think I'm just gonna hold still again. There's just way too many aliens, and the fact that they're kind of holding back as well does not encourage me to charge into their reaction fire. Plus, there's a bunch of fire that's gonna have to burn through. I don't know. I'm not sure the best decision right now. Sometimes just holding your position is the best. Sometimes it doesn't work. That's not so bad. He only had like a rail tech rifle. There comes some stuff. That was a pretty good shot. Of course we hit the tank for 156. I should not have reserved those time units. Kind of should have expected that. The biggest danger to our tank is ourselves. But it's fine for now. Just be smart later. This is going to be a very, very long mission. Especially if I turtle it up, but these alien turns are going... They're going somewhere. Hope you guys have a snack and a drink. Alright, well, I believe this is a regular Reaper Rhino we've seen before. It died pretty quick, which tends to suggest it's a regular one. Okay, well. This should be easy enough to finish off now. No biggie. Alright, I'm gonna start moving forward a little. I gotta be careful here, but now that they're not charging us, makes me feel like I might be able to put some start making some moves. This is a good loading zone still. The smoke just, you know, slows us all down, but that's fine. Killed the Reaper. We've got lots of guards. This corner still scares me. I guess what we could do is make some space for our scout and then move the scout up. I could fly over here, but we've already blown up the entrance. What do we find? That's just the guy with the flamethrower. These are like small houses too, because we're stuck in the side of the map. Okay. Kind of had a feeling. Okay, I do need to check with somebody back here, just in case. We still have the smoke covering us. Yeah, I would be surprised if there's anything hiding back there at this point. Could be, but... Alright, so, the plan is to get out of the vision, but start having people able to start moving to shoot next turn. You know, could have done this, and then we would have had a pretty good shot with our tank. Okay. I know we're not killing a lot of stuff right now, but I am starting to make some moves. I'm still, you know, it could be that we've already like doomed the mission by having this fire, but I'm pretty confident it won't do what we're worried about it doing. Also, before I forget, let's get this rocket reloaded. Alright. The problem with this is I think it'll destroy our grass cover. I guess that would be okay. I'm kind of curious if this does any damage to them. Ah, give it a shot. Classic. So I'm putting him on the back side so that if someone comes up, they can't see him because he's not in this square. They'd have to come pretty darn close to shoot Tim here. Given the location of bad guys, I think it's more likely I want Skarbamir on this side. That's 2 power armor. I am trying to be extra careful with my Alpha Wolf. Try to get some positions for shots if we need them. We can open the door, take some shots if we need it. Tempted to move over to here now with my scout, so that we can get some further vision next turn. Also, you can see, I think that's the edge of the UFO right there. What did we see there new? That's a terror guy there. Also, still no Harridans have been spotted. So I'm a little bit worried about Zep here, but I think that's okay. Gotta start moving forward. Can't just turtle forever. Now, every time the tank gets shot, a bit of armor gets shredded. At least a good Overwatch. Even if we didn't kill him. Alright. Hopefully I've got enough guys up there to handle it. Also, here we go. Now it gets interesting. That's chemical damage, pretty sure. The tank should be fine against that. Oh, good. You were wondering where the Reapers were. I was wondering. Now I wish I had my antimatter cannon guy over here. That'd be a really nice 6 times cannon shot. Alright, we've had kind of a slow first couple turns. This is where it starts heating up, I think. At least they didn't rush me, which does give me some time to secure some landing area. Alright, so there's somebody in the darkness over here. This guy has chemical weapons, so real bad against certain units. This guy has a flame weapon, I think. I mean, I'll take it, right? Ooh, right in there. 1 for 2 for Untitled. It's good enough. This guy... We only got 2 shots and then a reload. Boy. That's gonna be fun. It's pretty expensive to reload, so we're not gonna be able to reload this turn. But this should do it. I'm gonna have to deal with the guy with the chemical weapon. It's cover. Flamethrower. You know, there's a lot of guys. I'd rather... Okay, I'd rather technically... Because of where the hole is here, I'd rather be on the inside of the bale. Yeah. Oh yeah, Reapers. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna have to talk about Reapers. That was the guy with the flamethrower. But this was the guy with the antimatter, so that's dealt with. Flames, not so bad. Chemicals, scary. Reaper, scary. Can't see. I know he's there, I just can't see him. What do we prioritize here? The Reaper's probably going after the tank? Do we start playing a little bit dangerous? Okay. All right. Worth it. That's 2 dead Reapers. Chemical scary. Harridan scary. Scarbamir, you got good armor. Maybe I throw some smoke down at the end of this turn. Can't walk through this. Of course you can't walk through it. This is probably not going to do much, but I don't have a whole lot of options to hit this guy. Some damage, not enough. We could try. It just depends on how close he is to death. At least we have good armor. At least we have good armor. Hey, look, it's all the bad. And Thornham asks, "Where's all the Harridan?" Well, there they are. The army of Harridan. Someone clip this. Alright. They're all in the air. Alright, well, we're not going to want to stay up front for long. Good. That's still worth it, though, because that's a chemical weapon out. And Zep is going to be out of their line of sight unless someone destroys his cover. So as long as we put some smoke here, we had a Reaper, an Elite, and nothing else, because they'll have to fly over to get vision. Yeah, I mean, this is how we do. It's a great grenade. 122%. It's very unlikely the Harridan can shoot through that. And that buys us... I think we didn't kill the guy in here, technically. But other than the flamethrower guy... and maybe the Reaper. Nothing too much to worry about on this angle for this turn. What's probably going to happen is the Elite's going to move up to here and shoot Zep in the back. Destroy the cover accidentally and then he dies. But, I mean... Meanwhile, on the other side. Oh! Yes. Yes, this is what we brought the flamethrower for. I don't care if we lose some stuff on the ground. This is what it is for. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Good job. It's fine, we'll deal with that. Don't forget your pulse rifles. Don't forget your pulse rifles, everyone. We'll pick up the flamethrower next turn. Alright, this guy... Oh, man. Almost dead already. Good. So this corner's looking real nice. We know where the actual bad guys are now. I'm going to suggest we can move up a little over on this side. And I'm also going to suggest that we need help over here. Now, I don't really have snipers. It's possible I can get vision with Zep, and someone can snipe them with the long-range antimatter next turn. From somewhere over here somewhere. I'm putting a quick save here. I sure hope we don't lose all our stuff on the ground. Alright. I think I definitely need more... Just walk right through the fire. Sweet. I couldn't see it, so I just walked right through it. Yeah, I want more, What did we see? It didn't pause. Oh, just the Reaper in the cloud there, okay. Interesting line of sight, yeah. Which means they can see me from there. You're definitely better off being lower than that. The lower than the hole in the wall, I think, is the safest place right now. In theory, we open the door, kill Harridans next turn. That's the theory. If they... There's not much that can throw a grenade that far, though. We should be okay. They shouldn't even know about us. If they know my guys are huddled here, they're cheating. Most dangerous end turn is Zep. Everyone else should be relatively safe this turn. Not enough time units to attack. Grenade! Missed. Good. Good! Alright, Harridans are coming. Trying to get shots through all the smoke. Wow, nice shot. They're gonna have pretty good aim nowadays. Okay, moving up with the shield guy on the left might have been a little bit ballsy, but... I did intend to check the corpse of the first one of those colored Reapers, just to find out if it's different. Thanks for the clip, Thorn. Excellent. Ignore the link name? Yeah, well. Alright. This is okay. Don't panic. We focus this guy down. Then we don't stand in this spot, because this is too dangerous. Yeah. Good. So it's probably safer to be up here. I mean... How you guys doing down here, right? Rail minigun. I would say off to a good start. I know the flamethrower is there, don't worry. It's not perfect, but we did get 2 kills. They're not in the safest spots, I definitely would admit. But they're not in easy vision. And then, unless something's really adjacent, they won't have a good shot. They'll lose 40%. Harridan's, you know, infinite aim, but still. Okay, we're probably lucky that Hades did not take any damage. But I'm not going to complain. Still Reaper Zetas, and that was indeed a Terror Elite. With Dark Heavies. That's not even an upgraded Dark weapon. Okay, I think we want Blood Angel to get reloaded. Normally used for scouting. Yeah, that was the guy I was looking for. Let's see here. It's not going to be safe to hang out here. Back it on up. Smoke makes these shots impossible, but that goes both ways. I'm just going to move Blood Angel in there. I think I move the tank up into the smoke. Try to get a shot as close as we can. 7%. Still too much smoke. There's 7 of them now. Does anyone got a rocket? I mean, really? Does anyone have a rocket? I think we just kill them all. They're actually really strong against rocket damage. Like stun damage, chemical damage. I just wanted Zep to shoot this guy, but Alright, Alright, let's see what happens. We have a clean angle. Oh. They're so dead. If only I had an explosive rocket. I kind of regret it, because anything in the air is destroyed anyway. You can't capture them up there. Do you think it will work? I don't actually know if the... Like, because we can probably kill a couple. Oh, sorry, the wind's blowing, doors shut. Scared me. Thought the Harridans were in here. We should probably just shoot them. It's going to be pretty reliable. I mean, I don't know how much HP they've got, but we got really good shots. I say. They take 3 shots. Of course, we hit them with 2 out of 3 on a 95%. We're opening up for business. This is so good. We don't have a shot here. Wonder what's blocking that shot. Just the door? Well, we got a shot there. Boy, this is pretty good if this keeps working. Yeah, I mean... Oh, that guy survived. That's less good. Because we definitely have some risk having our guys expose. But the more of these guys we can thin down, the less that risk is. There's still 3 or 4 left at least. We can probably get 2 more. This guy's got to be close, but I'll take the burst. Yeah, 1 more would have done it. I'm not sure what's blocking these shots here. I guess the UFO frame itself. It's kind of weird how the UFO frame works, but... Okay, we killed 4 of them? That's pretty good. And, yeah, I don't think we can actually shoot those 2. Alright, so... Out of vision, in theory. Or at least in cover. And, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they've got, like, a chemical weapon... This kind of cover doesn't work, because they'll just explode or something, but... That was really good, so I'm happy with that. Should I take this 4% shot? It's still going to be too much smoke. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get those. Yeah, it's worth it. Oh, he survived! Come on, 1 more. Oh, dang it. It's still out of vision. Zep is playing a dangerous game. We're all playing dangerous games today. Can't win without taking some risks, some gambles. Not great. I mean, great. Like, we killed 4. I hope we would kill that last one. I probably could have shot, you know, this guy instead. But I figured 4 shots of the antimatter rifle would kill him. That was one tanky Harridan flying up there. Alright, that's pretty much everybody, though. Sure. That did not do very much damage, but didn't really expect a whole lot. I don't know which spot's better here. Probably doesn't make too much difference. Alright, well, that's a little dangerous. He already threw his grenade, though. That's a little dangerous. That's pretty bad, and then there's at least 2 more flying around. But that's everybody. That's all I got. I did the best I could. That Harridan flew behind us. That's pretty sneaky. Thank you, Grass Wall. Thank you, Grass Wall. Chemical weapons, dangerous. Antimatter pierces right through. Energy's not so bad. God, there's 4. There's so many of them. This is good, though, if we can survive for, like, another turn. Theoretically, our snipers can out-snipe them. And are far enough back that they're not really in huge danger. It's mostly just, it's these guys in Guardian armors up front doing the scouting. Okay, the tank's job, I think, is to help clear this. Untitled, you're failing us. Well, we know there's 2 guys in there. I don't know where the other one went. Must be... I don't know where he went. Where did the other civilian go? Harridan. Okay. Maybe he ran this way or something. I thought he ran up into us, but... Oh, he's probably right in there. Probably right in there. Yeah, I don't know about the elite Harridans. I don't know which ones are which. It's going to be hard to figure that out. Where the heck? There was 2, right? Where did the other guy go? I don't know if that was worth it. My goal here is these 2 are going to be hard to hit because of their location. So I'm prioritizing some big weapons. And then I'm hoping my other guys can finish up the rest of the jerks. But, yeah, there should have been another civilian. I don't know what happened to him. He's just disappeared. Well, Zep, you've been doing a fine job. Don't let anyone tell you you're not doing a fine job. You got hit by 1 antimatter rifle, and in the end it's... Or 1 antimatter cannon, or whatever it was. 18 damage is nothing to complain about, nothing to sneeze at. And you got another kill on your belt. If we can finish off these Harridans, we'll be laughing. Open up shop! Only a couple left. The fire is less than ideal. Getting in my way. It's a long shot. But I think we take it. Come on, Kai. Sploop. That's another one down. Okay, I mean, I could have probably been keeping count of Harridans, because there was probably 11 or 12 on the map at the beginning, and they don't reproduce like Reapers. But that's a lot of dead Harridan. Rip and tear. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we did take a little bit of damage, but that's expected with antimatter. And none of my sniper type took any damage. Now, if everything blows up, then, you know, sad day. At least we're kind of not standing right beside it anymore. Meanwhile, this punk, that was a real jerk thing to do. He ignored the civilian, flew right over. Alright, David, good kill. Gives me a little bit of time to figure out what I'm doing next. I know David himself is in a little bit of a dangerous spot, but... Alright, that's 2 people with 18 damage after everything. Let me get that reload. Be nice if you could see stuff down here. Like Harridan's flying behind us. At least there's nothing close by, or I would have shot it. Get Zep a bit further out of the way. Now that we've shot all the Harridans out of the sky. And, yeah. That was good. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Don't forget my flamethrower. I just want to be... I don't want to be in here in case it all blows up. I'm glad the fire on the ground doesn't really damage us anymore. We've got enough incendiary armor so that we can mostly just zip right through it. Otherwise, some of these guys would have burned a little bit. Just spreading out. Okay. I mean, there's probably still some more Harridan, but we've taken out the main wave, I think. There's got to be more Reapers, though. We've only killed, like... 5? I think we're up to 5 dead Reapers. And there should be more from the civilians, unless they killed some. If we lose all those stun rockets and ammo, I'll be very sad, but... It was more important to shoot down Harridans out of the sky. Okay, also, I know there was another civilian. I just don't know where he went. Maybe right there? That's not the one. Well, maybe that's the one. I don't know. They should be panicking now, though. After all that mass murder of their Harridan army. Okay, nobody there. Tank, I'm sure, can handle one dude. I'm going to risk taking flight. Just to give us a bit more vision. One more up, please. No big ambushes. No, like, because it's always the big danger that there's a bunch of Reapers right behind a wall, and you move up and the Reapers swarm you. We could try for a suppression, but at this point, I'm just gonna move out. Yeah, unfortunately, all these dead Harridan, we'll never know what they were, if they were elites or normal, or what weapons they had. It's kind of sad, like, we're doing this gigantic terror mission to get dark weapons, hybrid weapons. We just destroyed, like, 8 units that had them. Probably gonna wait till the fire spreads. Then I'm gonna check my stuff, check the guy I supposedly captured, see if I need to capture another one. And then we can, like, before we move past this blocker, we'll probably do a bit of a reload, you know, back in base. It's gonna take a couple turns, but assumedly we're through the worst of this mission. And I did remember my flamethrower, don't worry. That one flamethrower was worth it. That was double Zeta kill and nearly killed the civilian. We might not use it very often, but when you need it, it's great DPS. Alright, 2 to go right, 2 to go down. Still haven't even needed to reload the antimatter. Antimatter rifles are very efficient because they're so accurate and they do so much damage. You don't take a lot of just random pot shots. And I think I'm going to let the tank clear this sort of section up. Although I don't need to end my turn in the air. Yeah, that's fine. Not in a really dangerous position, though. Yeah, there's lots of cover. Alright, so we know where 2 are. They're both back. This is looking okay. We still have a long way to go. The UFO itself is... Well, the UFO breach itself is one of the more dangerous parts. But for now, I'm pretty happy with our progress. Getting through that initial wave of Harridan actually probably was the most dangerous part. And they didn't do much damage. 1 antimatter shot, and nothing else really hit. Flamethrower, not particularly good on tanks. I think, what is it, Scorcher weapons or something? Whatever they call their high-tier flame tech. And the end turns are getting much quicker, which is, I mean, we did just kill. Maybe it was the flyers that were really taking forever for the end turn. Well, nothing exploded, and that was the tile, so that's a good sign. Oh, there's lots. There's lots of baddies. Get out of here. How do we get 3 again? Oh, right there. Yeah, okay. That's something to shoot, though. Okay. Let's get out of the way. Let's not make it easy for the aliens. Okay, I've got a decent plan here. Just want to open up like 1 more tile of grass. And then we don't have to move so far to kill this guy. Good. I probably could have had Blood Angel's shield facing down a little better, but still pretty long shot. And he's got good fire armor for the most part anyway. Okay. Just kind of have to wait for some of the smoke, like the flamethrower, choke points, everything. Gotta just wait a little bit. We'll kill some of these guys every turn, but... Oh, yeah. Dang it. That's what happens when I go a little faster. Good thing my flying armor has a lot of defense. Yeah. Sniper rifles and everything down there. Okay, yeah, that was silly to leave Zep up there. That's probably one of the elites. We could start playing with him. Let's start playing with this guy. Nice shot. I was not expecting any of my antimatter pistol shots to hit. But, you know, antimatter is always the best. I mean, Pulse is fun, too. It's a hard sell, honestly. They've each got kind of a different niche, but Pulse weapons are really good, and antimatter weapons are just... better against armor. But if you're low armor, and these guys don't have a lot of energy armor, the DPS on those pulse weapons is crazy. I'm pretty confident the tank can handle some of these guys. Huge kinetic armor and pretty high incendiary armor means... pretty good counter. Also, actually, the tank is a great counter to civilian terror missions if you can keep him alive. If you keep his armor from getting shredded, chemical and fire barely do anything. And then, now I'd like to check if I can. I can't see him in the smoke. This one? There he is. So we definitely captured a civilian terror elite. That's good. So I don't have to worry about capturing any more of them. Unless, you know, we want to. Still just dark weapons, which is good for antimatter cores. Not so good for new tech. We'll see what happens. We'll, I think I'll check this area next turn. I'll try to, anyway. And then behind the tank, we'll want someone with scouting. And some big guns, of course. Could still be stuff coming around this angle. I don't think you can walk through here. Maybe you can. It's hard to tell. Sometimes they park right against the wall, sometimes they don't. Still pretty darn happy with this mission. These guys are going to walk their way up, probably starting next turn. These guys are just going to wait a little bit longer. Well, I would like to reload. If I'm going to pick up more ammo, I'd rather get it before we're halfway across the map, you know. Hey there, awesome guy. Alright, so can we get some vision down here? Yeah. 37, 61. Let's take 2 37s. Yeah, I gamble. Sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. Alright, just those two. We've got lots of ammo back in the ship. Surprise! There was a third! But now there is 2 once again. Well, this mission definitely has been going better than I thought it was going to go. Hopefully, you know, hopefully this isn't a huge disaster in terms of resources. The fire's still there, so we'll give it another couple turns. Because, yeah, if we end up losing all of our stuff, that would suck. Alright. And I have been, like, super cautious with my, my wolf armor guys. I know it hasn't happened during this Let's Play a lot, and with no permadeath, it doesn't happen very often anyway. But trust me when I say these guys, doesn't matter what color the wolf armor you're wearing, chemical fire will just kill them really, really quickly. I know, B team. We should do some more captures if we can. Probably for the breach is where I want all those stun rockets. The way this mission went, like, we just had really good antimatter snipes. Or, yeah, antimatter rifle snipes, so. I ended up not using the rockets as much as I thought I might. Because it just depends on the map. Also, we haven't looked at any specialists. This is a mothership? There's no mothership operator as far as I know. There's a dreadnought operator. Maybe the motherships count as dreadnoughts for operators. If we see a naked one, we should try to capture him just in case. Oh, also, there should be an assault operator. Yeah, there's definitely should be an assault operator. You keep track of your lent. Why are you worried about the rockets? You should be worried about all those antimatter rifles. Yeah, we can take a shot from here. Sure. That looked like a hit, but didn't connect. Both are vital for having a good time. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, let's start moving down with some big guns. The little guns are going to stay a little bit back. Well, I say a little, but it's more like little armor. Alright, this is all on fire. I should probably not leave Blood Angel up there. There's still at least 3, even though we killed 1, so... Let's say this corner's probably pretty safe. Because they'd have to get pretty far up to take a shot there. Alright, keep moving. Okay, that was the, I think that's, I didn't get a very good look at him. Pink with, did he have shoulder pads? Shoulder pads means weapon sergeant, which we've already done. It's probably either a fleet commander or a tactical commander. There's one behind the tractor, or maybe even 2. I've got 4 shots left. I'm wasting them. There he is. There they are. Don't forget, there's this is why you got to be careful, right? There's just so many of them out there. Even though it looks like we've killed a ton, yeah, there's lots more. Now those are just elites, so no special weapons probably. Wonder if we can hit them from like here. Not quite. Well, there is a way. There's always a way. It's really annoying that the weapons fires doesn't continue after you've destroyed the object in the way, but... One less punk. He had shoulder pads, so he was definitely a weapon sergeant. Still nothing on this angle. Start bringing some of our more snipery type fellas down. It is kind of interesting thinking that the Antimatter Mark III might as well just be a sniper rifle, even though it's a rifle. It's just so long range and accurate. Okay, Encarta. Also sniper pistols while you're talking about it. It's another kill for a pistol. Okay. 1 suppressed, 2 not suppressed. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Did we have a shot from here, technically? Not a great shot, but a shot. If we destroyed this, then someone else can do that. Super safe. And when I say someone else, I mean Jarrell. This is where it gets a little bit sketchy. It's just a little sketchy. Oh, that one little wall is gonna wreck that. Dang. What else have I got? We just go all in on this one guy? Assuming it's just the one guy is a huge thing to assume. I mean, that's like 3 or 4 guys. There can't be more in there. At least Tim can get out of the way. It's only 3 people. And when I say get out of the way, I mean get in there. Charge! Turns out there was another one. It's our operator? That's good knowledge. I don't want to accidentally kill him. Alright. A team. Alright. Well, we'll have a rocket ready for him. For sure. We got 2 rockets here. I don't think operators get grenades. Alright. A gutsy maneuver, no doubt, but as long as there aren't like 5 more in there, we should be okay. I believe in the sniper pistol. Okay. It's still suppressed, though, which means not too dangerous. I think it's right there on that flaming tile. Okay, the shields are still here. That's a good sign. I don't want to walk on it while it's on fire. You know, you understand. We probably won't take damage, but... Where did all that smoke come from? Also, there was, like, at least 2 more in that building. So, we have to be careful. We don't want to destroy the building, or else, you know, we'll kill the operator. There was a lot of guys in there. Wow. Classic X Division. Anyway, this is fine. That could have been really bad. Like, if they had, really good, like hybrid or antimatter weapons, that would have been potentially GG for someone. Now, I think I heard the operator go down. But I see there are some guys that are not on the ground. So, the main thing is, I didn't want to have to shoot, because I don't think this building's going to fall down soon, but you know how it goes, right? If you have to shoot things, and then, you know, you knock the wall down, and then someone dies, and someone cries. Okay, our fun with accurate pistols is starting to run out. As always, the minigun does the job. I don't like this fire, guys. Do we just end turn, let the fire finish, and hold the line here until we can check our stuff? There's nothing alive in this house that's awake, anyway. Tank is doing a pretty good job of absorbing damage. Is it just going to burn forever? It's 1 turn for every item it's consuming. That's possibly an elite. I don't know. What do I know? It's got a pretty good hiding hole, though. Getting pretty close to the teleporters. There we go. I'm pretty sure you can step on the fire. I'm just trying not to do that. I mean, like, it's fine. I know. I'm just picky about walking on fire. Fine. It's all good. Nothing destroyed. Fire spreading doesn't destroy stuff on the ground. Nothing to worry about. Alright, so anyone that wants to reload can come back up here and reload. We haven't really used a whole lot of resources, though, to be honest. Plus, there is a lot of fire. Alright, let's just start moving along. Good. Can't really check to see what we captured yet, but, you know. Oh, I forgot. I was going to find, yeah, this guy. Boop. Boop. We might not have needed... This mission has gone smooth so far. I don't want to jinx it, but... If the singularity grenades went off, yeah, that would be bad. They do, was it 220 or something incendiary? That'll kill anybody no matter what armor you've got. Okay, for now, while we move towards the UFO, I'm going to keep 2 guys back here in some cover, crouched, to shoot anything that decides to come this way until I know that it's secure. Because this is still a terror mission, and although we've been doing really well, it's a Tier 4 terror mission. Things could turn on us at any second. There's a Praetor on the ship as well, or at least there was. Unless he died. See, look at this. There's lots of baddies. There's lots of baddies down there. Okay, well I can see... I don't like these little hidey holes. Don't like that. Ah, another danger barn. We should start calling the barns by something like that, because they just always have bad guys in them. I don't think we can hit them. We might actually be able to hit them. No. But I was hoping for a suppress. Shield's looking pretty good still. Oh, these are good. This stuff is good. What kind of weapon? Yeah, well, it'll be ancient something, that's for sure. Okay. Zep's got good armor, but he's a little bit injured. Now, his armor shouldn't be, like, it's kind of a mindset, but typically when I see someone with good armor that is losing HP, I want to protect them because it tends to mean their armor is shredded and they're starting to actually take real damage. But antimatter is kind of special in that sense that no real damage has been taken there. Like, no real shredding damage, you know what I mean? Words are hard. Ooh, there's a raid! I haven't had a raid in a long time. Thanks for the raid. We are in the middle of a our first Tier 4 terror ship. But it's been going really well. I mean, we've been doing this for like an hour and a half. But, you know, we're getting close to actually breaching into the UFO. Another surprise. We only got 2 shots left. No luck. No dice. Alright. Kind of blocked my own guys, but at this point, that's fine. Just keep doing antimatter pistol snipes. That's all you need, really. You were also playing Xenonauts, right on. Were you playing modded or just vanilla? This is heavily modded, so anyone showing up from only watching normal Xenonauts, this is going to look a little bit whack. But we're pretty close to the pretty late game. I don't know how close to the end we are, but... Oh, alright. Don't do anything dumb. This has been going on for too long to make dumb mistakes. Gotta clean out these buildings and then start the approach. That's not safe enough. Not do that. Alright, so we gotta start moving these guys up with less armor. Unless we want to pick up... I should take the turn... Once the fire's done, I should really go get more rockets and stuff. It's gonna take a couple... It's gonna take a little while. Community edition? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, this is still a big jump from the community edition. This is the X Division mod. It includes a lot of stuff. If you've got, what, xenophobia for the xenomorphs, it's got... I mean, it's got a... It's hard to explain in a single line. It's a full conversion mod, anyway. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by. We'll probably be on this mission for another 45 minutes. This is not a quick mission. Especially because it's our first one and I don't want to mess it up. We got ourselves... Doctor, I guess? Not a big deal if we kill him. Teleporters, grenades, okay. That's not the Overwatch I was expecting. But that was still pretty awesome. Okay, power armor's pretty awesome. Oof, oof. Alright, let's slow it down. Let's slow this down a little bit. That was a bit too much coming out. We had a nice little empty area, but now the aliens are getting fierce. Okay. So this is okay. The smoke is gonna help us and help, like, it hinders us and hinders them, so that's not so bad. Come on, last shot. Suppression's good enough. So these guys, that Overwatch on Hades shooting over the tank to kill the civilian over there, that was pretty pretty hype. Now we gotta figure our best way to kill some. This was the one of these is a terror op. I think neither of them have hats. So the ones with no hats are just regular civilians, which are slightly less dangerous. I'm gonna say pistols at first. These are antimatter pistols, of course. Fancy X Division type weapon that basically ignores armor entirely. It's the sort of top of the line, fits almost any scenario. This is why we're having such a good mission, to be honest. Lots of antimatter weapons. Super accurate, good range. I mean, you can't make it there anyway. Alright, just get out of the way a little bit. Well, before I decide about moving into those areas, let's do some more scouting down here. Good. This was, in fact, just a basic old professor, doctor dude, with a pistol, chemical pistol. Very late game, yeah. It's phase 4, so in X Division, there's 4 main phases of the UFO invasion. Every phase, the aliens get a big upgrade. I mean, the vanilla game has it in something like that, but this is much more drastic. And every phase has like a full new set of weapons and alien tech and everything. So phase 4 is the last one, and this is our first terror ship of that phase. So they're putting up a pretty good fight, but honestly, we haven't lost anybody, so this is going really quite well. So I mean, we're not done. Don't jinx it. Easy to be jinxed. But yeah, we're well, X Division's also very long, so it's hard to say how close to the end we are, but we're getting there. You know, even if we hit the tank a couple times, I'd rather take the shot from here and get back into the smoke. So kill this guy. And we didn't hit the tank anyway, good. Smoke will help us protect us. I'm still expecting Reapers. Oh no, we have not killed enough Reapers. Let's slow it down. We've killed like... I don't think we counted, but there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe or so. I feel like somewhere around 6. Not counting the ones the farmers turned into, there should definitely be more than 6. So I'm pretty confident there's some, like, on the second floor, stuck behind a door or something. I could be wrong, but I would not bet on them being no more Reapers. So we don't want to get too close to these teleporters ever until we've cleared everything out. The one surviving civilian there, probably. And at least the fire has almost gone away. But yeah, we can clear this corner. Do I stream any other games? Oh yeah, I primarily stream on like YouTube. I'm a YouTube Let's Player primarily. I just restream to Twitch because might as well. I play a lot of I don't know what you call it exactly, but a lot of RPGs and strategy games, a lot of retro games, I guess. Some indies and stuff. I'm definitely not a one-game kind of guy, though. I'll have a lot of fun with Xenonauts, no doubt about it. But once I finish my campaign, I'll be taking a break for sure. This has been a very long series, and fun as it is, we'll want to move on back to something else. Let's see. I think we can move these guys now. We could pick up rocket. Yeah, let's go. At the very least, we can reload, pick up one more ammo, and then, yeah, let's not be lazy. It's going to extend the mission by a little bit of time, but I'd rather have the extra rockets just in case. And, you know, it's our first mothership, really. How about you? Are you a pure Xenonauts streamer? This is going to spread too, so we'll have to move up shortly. Something's probably going to come out the front door, though. Hey, don't you steal my... Don't you steal that guy! I worked really hard to capture that that civilian. I'd like to just burn this whole area down, honestly. I hate these little hidey holes. At least we've got the cool scout armor. Okay. If this part's clear up to here... This door is open, so something went in there at one time. But that's the last corner. Alright. Don't stand near the propane tank. How many times do you have to remind me not to stand next to propane? Alright, power armor, scout, variety of games, yeah. Ah, wind down. I mean, going from a roguelike action, whatever you call it, twitchy action type game, I guess a strategy game can be a wind down for that. That makes some sense. The way this game has been going, I need some other game to wind down from this one, though. This one's been pretty stressful. Not that I'm playing on the hardest difficulty or nothing, but it's difficult enough. Okay, we're going to make a run down to here. I think it's... Oh yeah, we can just fly too. That helps. Don't forget you can just fly. Okay, we gotta let our other guys pick up some ammo, but we can start to look at the door. Can hear them inside doing stuff. Playing Xenonauts on Insane. Well, I don't know exactly how X Division maps up against the original vanilla difficulty levels. In my experience, X Division is... Well, it's a difficulty mod, even if it didn't intend to be. I don't know if you're familiar with Long War for XCOM. It's kind of in that vein where they add a ton of stuff and generally make most things harder. But I'm no whatever you call it. I'm no difficulty guy. I don't chase the highest difficulty levels. I just want to play for fun mostly. I'd still say 50-50 there's some enemies in that barn before we move to the door. But we can start moving the tank. I wonder if most of the civilians got killed by like weapons fired before the Reapers got them. Because there's not enough Reapers on this map. There should have been way more. Sometimes challenge is good. Oh yeah. Alright, so the reason I came back here primarily was to just reload. We're going to have to do that on a new turn, of course, but... Just to reload, grab an extra couple rockets. Make sure I've got the supplies we need to take the breach. Nobody else needs to come back, I don't think. Miniguns last a long time and we've got to reload. We've got some... We know we didn't even really need that much ammo this time around. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think you really ever need to bring more than one reload. It's part of having 12 soldiers. I guess if people started dying, it'd be a little different. But once you get to 12 squad, unless you just have one person killing everything, which is a special challenge, most of your guns should last a mission, even one of the large missions. I swear, Reaper's gonna come out any second. I'm just twitchy. A little bit paranoid, Ankylo, today. Hey, Polar Dash. Have some good shopping. Watch out for the COVID. Everyone's staying home streaming instead of out there shopping. Okay, we'll use the tank to destroy all the fences, and we will probably take a reload for the pistol. But now we just got to get inside this bad boy. Matt's gone. Yeah, exactly. Alright, this is kind of the down part of an episode, or down part of a mission, where to do it safely, you've got to move everyone up a little slowly. The actual UFO breach always takes a little bit longer than I'd like. These large or massive UFOs just take forever to work through. Alright, and we've used a couple grenades. Let's pick up an extra smoke. I mean, we've got tons of grenades. What would I use at the top floor? I mean, we're pretty much good, honestly. Let's just restock and then move out. Just a reload. Pick up a rocket. Grab some more stuff. Start. Oh. Yeah, it's going to take a turn or two for them to all get geared up there. That's fine. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew can start moving towards the UFO. These guys are more for the top of the UFO than the front of the UFO. But yeah, we're pretty much fully geared up still. Like, I expected to run out of more ammo here. But I guess this antimatter stuff is just so good, like, you don't burn through a lot of wasted shots like you do with some weapon types. Alright, Acklin? Probably. Oh, you can tell me how you pronounce your name. I'm terrible with names. I would guess Acklin. Classic BlueAnkylo never knows how to pronounce anyone's name. Now nothing's come out yet. Acklin, Achlin. How do you tell you over text? All right. Don't rush it. Don't rush it, Blue. Ah, see? Trouble. That's a Zeta Reaper there. Now, it didn't hit anybody, so good. This is why we're going so slowly, though. Reminder. Tim, you could have been killed if we moved up too much closer. Alright. One less murderous Reaper. I still think getting... Like, we're already close enough. This is perhaps too close as it is. I'd prefer to be back here behind a wall. But yeah. That's the lesson. Never underestimate the Reapers in the ship. Now, if we set up enough Overwatch, we could try to kill it via that, but that has its own risks. Alright, one more rocket, one more reload, and one more grenade. The only people I think, you know, in the future for reloads, Axelin, with 3 syllables, Axelin? Axion? I can't handle it. Hooked on phonetics. BlueAnkylo needs speaking for dummies. We've got full plus a reload. Full. Last one was right. Uh-oh. Which one did I say last? Someone has some pistol reload, though, I think. Yeah, we've still got 2 more of these. Sure. We'll get that set up. Axlin. Just go, or well, Axelin? I'll just accept that pronouncing names is something I'll just never be good at. Can't become a professional full-time streamer with it. Don't hurt yourself. Ouch. Thanks, Blood Angel. Not an Elson IO. See, that's the old age. That's the bad vision kicking in. I've got my little Twitch chat on a tiny little window on the side. I need to use the zoom feature there. I need to be get my magnifying glass out. Axion. I guess if you pronounce if you say E instead of I, that would do it. Spelling in phonetics is hard too if you haven't like typed it out. Axion. All right, sure, that's fine. If I was spelling it in phonetics, I would put E instead of I, because when I read I, the pronouncing of I is weird. Lots of weird rules. Anyway, Axion, thanks for stopping by and rating. Even if I can't pronounce anyone's names. Tim, if you die... Didn't I tell you guys if you die, I get your Ankylo points back? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, anybody that dies, man, it's good for me. The Ankylo economy is getting out of control. People have been winning way too many points. Yep, thanks. Have a good evening or day yourself. Alright. Everyone's over here grouped up for grenade. We are going to check the teleporter. Nah, we're going to wait for the fire. I don't want to have to fight with the autopathing. That's better. Alright, it's a central type of UFO. There's actually nothing guarding the door. What? I figured we'd want to rocket that or something. No? Okay. Maybe we've killed enough aliens at this point that it's starting to chill. We've had missions where they're all basically came out on their own first. Channel points cannot convert to Ankylo points. I don't know about that, Blood Angel. Twitch points seem to come really fast for active watchers. We'll have to discuss a Twitch to YouTube conversion method. It's probably like 5 to 1 or 10 to 1 or something. I don't know. Alright, good news, nothing on the ground level. Not that we're in a great position here, but I was expecting worse than that, so now we can move up pretty safe. Of course, you know, there's 4 floors, so this will take a while. But now we can move up a little bit quicker. Probably the most dangerous spot will be right around here, because if there's any Reapers on the 2nd floor, they'll just come down and chomp us. So that's where we want to hold up, get some Overwatches ready. 64,000 points. Like, I don't know, why does Twitch give channel points so quickly? Is that something I can change, maybe? I don't know. Seems like they give you guys way more than you can possibly spend on squishing emotes. It doesn't really, as far as I can tell as well, it doesn't really, what's the word? It doesn't, like, transfer into a bot easily, so they're only really usable on Twitch. You get double as a subscriber? Well, that's probably fair. But I was looking into it a little bit, and I don't think I can just multi-use those. Like, I don't think I can set up the Twitch points for both the automatic channel ones that Twitch provides, and also still use them in a bot. Or at least, I don't know how to do it. Maybe there's a way, but probably there will be eventually. But
This is Final Fantasy 2.
okay, we don't need dubstep, though. Okay, I don't want to move up this turn. Maybe next turn we'll put these guys. This is a explodable cover. We have made it to the UFO with a lot of strength. Feeling pretty good. Seems like once you get the Phase 3 armor, the Ripper stuff, suddenly Terra missions aren't nearly as bad. That's like the real breakpoint. Alright, so all I want to do here is get some guys into cover with some shots. And then we'll start moving. Pretty sure 3 tiles is enough. 50-50, that may get you killed or be totally safe. Anyway, we're gonna test out the next floor soon. Yeah, see, look at this. Look, Blue knows what's happening. You can't fool me, game. I mean, there's a lot of things for us to shoot, clearly, but... There it is. Alright. And now I'm feeling really smart. Really smart. That's some smart Ankylo maneuvers there. Good. Let's not rush forward. Those things do a ton of damage, so, you know... Sometimes Overwatch actually works. And now there's less cover to take up our shots. Quick save? Yeah, probably a good idea too. Let's put a quick save down, just in case. Don't worry, Tim. I used the quick save button already. I'm just gonna give it a couple turns to see if any Reapers shake loose. Yep. Okay, we're gonna give it a couple more turns to see if any more Reapers shake loose. The tree is full of Reapers, and I don't want to rush into them. Now, it's mostly just if there was a Reaper stuck on the top floor, and then when we got inside the UFO, some aliens moved around a little bit to defend. It's gonna take the Reaper like 1, 2, maybe 3 turns to get all the way down. So that's really why I wait a few turns. Now, though, after a few turns of waiting, anything that's gonna come down should have made its way. So we'll see. Alright, Incarta, you're up. Try not to get eaten by Reapers. Let's stay down here. This is not... We need a little bit closer here, or else our reaction shots are going to kill our own guys, probably. If we need reaction shots this turn... At least they've got shields. Shields are supposed to block antimatter, they say. And we've still got 440, 250. We could have had Incarta run all the way back and pick up a better shield. You know. We're not getting paid by the hour, though. We're not going to go do that walk. Alright. But I don't think there's going to be any more Reapers coming down. That's why I'm not too worried. But we will do the staggered approach. Still safer, especially given the number of civilians left. They love to throw grenades, and we have had people killed on those middle phases of the UFO before. But next turn, we'll be ready to start moving up. I know we're grouping up for a grenade, but they're not going to make it past my shield guys. Okay, nice little group. Little group hug. Okay. Now, we use our shield guys to check the next floor. If nothing's here, we come back down and prep for the next floor of maneuvering. Doing it not as carefully as possible, but definitely on the being careful side of the scale, of the spectrum. You can always be carefuler. You can always move forward a little slower, not destroying your cover as you go. And just generally be a little bit safer with your maneuvers. If you're playing on Iron Man, especially, you might want to consider really not moving very far in a single turn, ever. Different play style for Iron Man, for sure. Alright. After this, there's only one more floor. This teleporter leads to the final floor, so we'll have a look. It's one of these kind of bridges. I don't really want to have a look anymore because we found somebody. So let's get out of there. Let's back up further. So there's a reasonably high chance he comes down and shoots at us. So for this turn, I want to keep those guys back. And basically have units ready to go next turn if he comes down. Well, we could move the power armor up there as well, probably, but I'm trying to avoid grenades. And if we can lure one guy down at a time, perfect. I do want to capture an operator. We caught one, but if there's any more operators, we want to catch them as well. Alright. Windows 10, man. I hear you, Tim. Never trust Windows 10. Okay, I'm going to have Encarta check the other side. There's not a whole lot of death up here. Like, this one guy is dangerous, but he might be... should we scout a little bit more? There's not a lot left up there, for sure. I think we try to kill him next turn. This is definitely grouping up a little more than I like. But, you know, we can't run through 2 floors with power armor and take a shot, so... We're just gonna have to trust that power armor doesn't care about grenades. And, if he does come down, that's okay. Might even be better, honestly. Alright, and then, the wolf armor stays down a floor for another turn. Alright, nothing happening. So, this is where a melee weapon would be great. I'm expecting some reaction fire, but maybe we just kill him? And that was the last one. Well, I don't know what happened to the leaders. I didn't see any officers or anything, but man, 2-hour mission, difficult start, kind of first 10 turns were crazy, but after that, not bad, not bad. We did find an Ancient Devourer and a Hybrid Sniper, not as much as I was hoping. We got the Mothership Data Core, a Terror Elite, and we got the Assault Operator. We did not get a Harridan Elite, or even a Harridan Elite Corpse. If there was one, they all got blown up because they were all flying around like punks. Apparently Jarrell captured an alien command unit? Interesting. So what do we see in here? First Mothership, right? The Praetor must have died on crash landing. So there's a terror leader. We have to catch a terror leader. But he wasn't there. We killed the TAC commander. We killed the professor. The only Reapers were normal Zetas and Rhinos. Rhinos are old. They're the stun damage type. That's really not very many Reapers. I'm sure we're missing a lot of weapons because of all of the Harridans that died in the air, which is really unfortunate. But some hybrid weapons. That's 3 hybrid pistols. That's not very helpful. Hybrid grenades. They'll probably turn into tier 4 grenades maybe or something. A fair amount of dark weapons, although again, not much really. That's like 6 more antimatter. 5 more antimatter. We captured a civilian leader somehow. Maybe he was in that shed we smoke bombed. But anyway, he was only a tier 3 leader, I think. Well, there you go, guys. First terror ship. That one wasn't so bad. 3 civilians survived, and we didn't really... We took 2 shots of antimatter, basically, and everyone else was fine. So good. Success! We're going to end the episode here, the 2-hour movie episode. Next episode, we will do some research. I've got to send some... well, let's let these guys get home. I've got to do some base management between episodes. We're going to send some antimatter back to the originating bases, and we'll figure that all out off camera. But yeah, there you go. That was probably easier than I was expecting, and technically it was only a base attack, but not a lot of tech out of that, sadly. If we're really lucky, this might lead to some ancient tech, and this might lead to some hybrid tech, but I think we need a lot more, and we just aren't. We destroyed all the this is like the biggest problem with Harridan, is they come with a lot of unique weapons, but they all just fly around, and I don't think their weapons should get destroyed on landing. Even their bodies, like, just because you shot them out of the air doesn't mean they should just completely explode. I don't know. Self-destruct. Anyway, future tubers, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for whatever the game gives us next. See you later.